is Free Talks. I'm Yassine Bassem, and here we have Diana, who just got accepted into NYU Abu Dhabi. Can you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Okay. Hi, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited to share about my story. I'm an international student from Romania, and I applied to NYU in Abu Dhabi on early decision one.
Amazing. So, you're amazing. University, I think you had some crazy high school stats. So, can you give us like your ACT, your GPA, and APs if you took them?
Okay, so my GPA is 3.8 out of 4. At my high school, we do national curriculum. So
Mhm.
um, my actual grade is 9.7 out of 10, but that translates to 3.8 out of 4.
Mhm.
Also, I took the SAT, but I ended up applying test optional because it wasn't a small score, but it wasn't like the best one. So I applied test optional in the end.
Amazing. Okay. So, how do you make your college list? So, how do you decide which universities to apply to, and which university to put it to ED or regular decision?
Okay, so since I found out about New York University, I knew I really wanted to apply to this one, so I put it like my top choice.
Mhm.
And after NYU, I was planning to apply regular decision to universities in Europe. And from those, there were like Bocconi in Italy, UCL in London, a few universities in the Netherlands, and also a few in Ireland as well. But
Mhm.
since I ended up getting accepted to my first choice, I didn't even get the chance to apply to the other ones. But that's okay.
Amazing. So, what resources did you use to research colleges?
So I started off by watching lots of YouTube videos on how to apply to college, how to write the essays, how to create an extracurricular list, and then I discovered Borderless. It's a platform that was made by an NYU student in Abu Dhabi, and it really has helped me a lot in creating basically my whole application because it shows you step by step what you need to do in every section of the Common App. So I think that's really great.
Amazing. So when did you start to prepare for your applications, and how did you organize your time in like this really stressful period?
Okay, so I started preparing in the beginning of 11th grade, and I started by preparing for the SAT and IELTS. I also took the language exam, IELTS, where I
Mhm.
scored an overall 8.0 out of 9. And
Amazing.
so I prepared for these exams for around maybe 4 or 5 months. And then in the beginning of the summer, I started to create my extracurricular list, like to actually write it in the Common App. And also, I started to brainstorm ideas for my essay.
Amazing. Speaking of your essay, yeah, do you have your personal statement on you?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to share?
I mean, I can explain how
Yeah. Yeah,
I
sure.
wrote it and what it was about. So, it was about a tradition that's in my country where when a child is 1 years old on their birthday, their parents present them with a few objects like a math calculator, a stethoscope, scissors, money, car keys, a book, or some other things. I don't remember them all. And the tradition is that the first three objects that the kid chooses, it is going to represent some things that the child is going to do in the future. So I talked about what objects I chose and the deeper meaning that they held in my life.
Amazing. I think that like that's really, really personal. Okay.
Yeah, it
So
was.
yeah. So what unique angle or like storytelling method you used to make you like really stand out?
So I will tell you the three objects that I chose. First, it was car keys. The second object was a book, and the third object was money. So I divided my essay in three parts. The first was about the car keys, and
I'm not really familiar. What is a core key?
no, car keys. You
Oh,
know?
okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, the car keys. Yeah, got it.
Yes, car keys. Okay, and I talked in the first paragraph about car keys that represent actually the entrepreneurial side of myself, and I went deeper into like the first part of my life from fifth grade to eighth grade, where I had some sort of slime business where I used to make slimes for my friends and sell it to them. It was interesting. And then I talked about the book, what the book represents in my life. And I said that I talked about my analytical skills and how I was helping my friends with math problems and explaining it to them, and that represented like the next part of my life. And then I talked about money, like the last part of my the period of my life, like the teenage years, where I had lots of experiences. So the money, I said, it represents the um, the rich the richness in experiences, in friendships, and in stories and knowledge that I gained throughout my teenage years by participating in Erasmus projects that are some exchange projects abroad. And that's pretty much it.
Amazing. How many drafts do you go through before finalizing your essay?
I think it was like five or six, maybe a little more, seven. But no,
Amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
Most people ask got over 20, so yeah, you're really good.
Oh, well, I thought that seven was like a lot for one essay.
Amazing. Do you have your supplemental essays? Do you remember
Yes.
them?
Yeah, I had to talk about how I was a bridge builder in my community.
Mhm.
And
Amazing.
in that essay, I basically uh, talked about an online organization that I started, which is called STEM Innovista, and everything was online. And I basically connected with people from all over the world, and we discussed like STEM subjects. For example, we discuss aspects from biology, chemistry, physics, and then we make posts on Instagram about it.
Amazing. So, like, how did you approach supplemental essays, and do you have any like really specific tips for how to write like strong responses?
Um, I mean, the best tip that I have is try to think of a really important moment that happened to you, and so maybe, or something that you created and you made an impact with it, and try to correlate that with the question of the essay, because some other supplemental essays, I think they ask you why a specific university. So I think the best way to do that is to connect your values with the university values and see how you can showcase them, basically.
Amazing. Did you have counselors, mentors, or teachers that could help you?
My school doesn't really have a school counselor. I just went to my teacher. So each class has a specific teacher that takes care of them, and I don't really know how to explain it. It's a little weird.
Yeah,
And I basically went to the head teacher of my classroom and asked her to be my school counselor.
yeah, amazing. Like the extracurriculars. What were some of them like the most impactful extracurriculars you had, and how do you present them in your application?
Okay, so the first one that was really important, I think it was my digital marketing internship, where basically I worked for a local company from my city, and I helped them create business plans and do digital marketing posts promoting their business. And I did that for 11th and 12th grade. And I think that really had an impact. And the other activities were my free Erasmus projects. I went one in Turkey, one in Poland, and one in Germany. So basically, the Erasmus projects are for students in Europe, and in throughout the project you go to another country to learn about a specific thing. So for example, my Erasmus project in Turkey was about a healthy lifestyle and what are the benefits of it. So throughout 10 days we learned about that, and the other two projects were about other subjects.
It's Erasmus, right?
It's Erasmus. I don't know how to.
Okay. Okay. Can you write it in chat? Because I don't really
Yeah,
know how to
sure.
spell it.
Sure.
Okay, that's yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I found it. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really great opportunity for European students.
Amazing. Okay, so how do you balance between academics and extracurriculars, travel and stuff?
So the exchange projects, I did them during summer, so there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really much to balance there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but during the school year where I did other activities as well, I also did some research. I did mountain biking throughout the 4 years of high school, and also the online community that I created. So basically, what I did was how to manage my time efficiently was I was doing all of my homework and learning for tests at school whenever I had free time. And when I got home, I focused on my extracurricular activities, and maybe after I was done with them for the day, if I had time left, I was uh, going to complete the other homework or learning that I had to do. So that's how I pretty much balanced everything. I tried to do everything at school.
Amazing. Did you create any of your projects, initiatives? And you mentioned you did research, so like if you can like share more about it.
Yes, so the research that I did was from an online research bootcamp. It was from Incognito Blueprints, and I found out about it from YouTube. And basically, we were divided in groups of 6 people from all over the world. And my group had to write a research paper about the importance of NF-kappa B in the treatment of psoriasis. So we had 6 months to finalize the research. But we didn't publish it or anything. We just did the research and that's it.
Amazing. Is it like available for all students, right? All international students.
Yes, I think it's available, but I don't know when they open applications. Last year it was around this time, I believe, but this year I don't know when they open applications.
Okay. Who wrote your letters of recommendation and why did you choose them specifically?
So, my first letter of recommendation was written by my employee, the woman that got me the internship. She was the CEO of the business, and I really got to get close with her and became really good friends. So I thought she was the perfect fit to write me a recommendation letter. Then from professors, I got one from my Romanian teacher and biology teacher. Because as well, my Romanian teacher organized some volunteering activities in my school, and I participated at them, and she could see how I was managing outside of classroom. So she had like an overall perspective of me, and that's why I chose her.
Amazing. Did you provide any guidance, brag sheets, or materials for your recommenders?
From my school counselors.
Yeah, no, like most people, most students that get a recommendation, they like give materials, brag sheets, or like stuff that
Oh,
helps the recommenders. Yeah,
yeah. So I gave my teachers basically my CV and
Mhm.
a little essay about myself and what I like to do outside of classroom. It was like, I think, 300 words.
Amazing. Okay. Uh, did you do any interviews for universities?
Yes, so if you apply to NYU in Abu Dhabi, uh, first you need to get through candidate weekend, where you have two interviews and one written, no, one reading assessment. And after you get through those interviews, then you get your admission decision. So I had two interviews there at the university. And they were 15 minutes long each. So in total, it was half an hour.
Amazing. So, how did you prepare for them? And were any like some really challenging or weird questions you got asked?
I didn't really have time to prepare for them because I didn't know that candidate weekend had interviews. So I found out about it when I got there, basically. And the night before, I was just getting my idea, trying to get my ideas clear, like why I wanted to apply to this university, why to this specific country, why to a specific major. Like I wanted to make my my ideas clear on this point of view so that if they ask me anything about this, I can tell them. And that's how I pretty much prepared for it. I just went there and had like tried to have like a normal and friendly conversation, and that's how it really was. It was,
That's really a unique angle.
yeah.
I got people that like did interviews and they prepared for them for weeks. But
Uh,
I actually yeah, and like I noticed that the people that prepared almost the least are were some of the best.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I had like a few hours.
Amazing. So, it's one of like the most important questions in like those interviews is demonstrating interest. So, like, why do you want to apply to this university? Or like, as you said, why this place specifically? Like, how do you do it, and how do you demonstrate the interest?
So, when I found out about New York University, I started to research the professors there, the classes, the campus, basically everything. And how I demonstrated interest is um, I also signed up for every online event that they had, and I went to each one of them, and I was always asking questions to find out more. And when I got to the interview and they actually asked me why I chose NYUAD, I told them that I really like the diversity of the campus, that people from this university are from all over the world, and the fact that every the community is close knit, like everybody knows each other, and
Mhm.
because almost every student lives on campus, so I really liked this idea.
Amazing. Okay. Financial aid. I guess you had financial aid, right?
Yes, thankfully, yes.
Yeah. Was it a full ride?
Yes, I didn't get a, I mean, it was almost a full ride. I only have to pay like around $2,000, but that's okay compared to the actual cost of the school.
Yeah. So, were there any challenges or like you have any tips for handling the university costs or like were there
Oh,
any? Yeah.
the wait, the files that you have to send for the
No,
CSS
because like
profile.
most students, most students I spoke to had some like really crazy stories about financials. So maybe they had financial aid at the end, but they didn't add first. So, did you have any like those struggles or any there any problems financially?
Oh, so financially, no. I mean, if I was to not get enough financial aid, then yeah, I wouldn't have been able to go. But other than that, no. I mean, when I was completing the CSS profile for the financial aid, my parents helped me a lot with every document. It was a little bit complicated, but I managed to get through the whole process.
Let me see. Okay. The mistakes section. What is something you wish you just had done differently in your application? This is like if you could just like pick one thing and just remove it from your application.
Mm, I don't know. Maybe the ending of my main Common App essay, because I can read it to you if you want.
Yeah, that'd
Um,
be great.
so I said, it is time for a new beginning, which will bring new clues about the next phase of my life, adulthood. Um, And then I said, I feel something in my pocket and I reach for it. A one-way plane ticket to New York University in Abu Dhabi. So like I kind of threw that in there, like I already thought I was accepted. And I think I kind of risked it with that sentence from the end.
Yo,
So
I think that's pretty good actually.
yeah,
She
so I
just like
thought,
I already got accepted. That's just really good.
yeah, so I was talking about the free objects, right? And then in
Yeah.
the end I said that I'm wondering what are the next objects that will predict my future. And I said, oh, I feel something in my pocket, and here it is, the plane ticket to NYU in Abu Dhabi.
That's actually pretty good. Like if you ask me, I wouldn't remove that if I were you.
I don't know. I really debated on that a lot, if I should keep it in there or change the ending.
Okay. Uh, I would guess you reviewed some applications, right? Of like
Um,
new applicants.
when or where?
No, I was just gonna ask you, what are some like the common mistakes that you saw applicants make when they apply?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I didn't actually read others' applications.
Mm, that okay, amazing. Uh, okay. So transition to your college life. How was the first year at NYU been?
So I am going to to start university in August. So I'm class of 2029.
Oh,
I'm still in high school right now.
uh, I mean, yeah, that's that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm in 12th grade. So the university will start in August. So
Amazing. Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
that's okay.
Okay. Okay, so do you have any general advice for students that are still applying to the US?
I would say don't limit yourself and try to dream big. If you really want to apply to top five US universities and you think that maybe you have like no chance, just apply and see what happens because NYU was like a top choice for me and I was really afraid that I would not get in, but I still applied. I took a leap of faith and it turned out great. So I think you should do the same with your dream school.
Amazing. Do you have any final words of encouragement for students who might be feeling discouraged right now?
Yes, focus on the essay because I think it's the most important part of the application. And also for the extracurriculars, try to focus on a few things and not do um, a little bit from everything, like be all over the place, but try to choose like maybe five things that you are passionate about and really focus on those.
Amazing. This is a really, really good interview. I really like it. It's amazing. Can we do a recap in 1 year and see the differences?
Yeah, of course, I would love that.
Amazing. Would you like to join our community on WhatsApp?
Yeah, of course. You can send me the details and I will join.
Amazing. So this was Tria Talks, and this is Diana from NYU AD, and see you next time.
Yes, see you. Thank you again for having me.
Bye.
Goodbye.